Water signs, hello, my darlings, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I am going to be doing your November reading for you. I am using the ARC Oracle Tarot and Oracle set here for you today, alongside my Veritas Oracle for your messages. We are going to pull an overriding reading for water signs, and at the end, I'm going to pull a card for Cancer, a card for Scorpio, and a card for Pisces as an individual message for you to take forward. I'm using the Veritas Oracle to see what the overriding energy is of this reading, and then we're going to move into the tarot for you. I hope you're all well, and I'm looking forward to doing this for you. So for water signs, for my lovely water signs, universe, spirit, thank you for the overriding message. It's popped. Ooh, hello, surprise and delight has popped out for you. You have, this is a kind of, because you have decided to be quite bold and daring. And, you know, the thing about water signs is that you are so intuitive and empathic, and you're deep thinkers, and you're emotional. And that might stop you sometimes from doing something different, from stepping out of your comfort zone, from saying, do you know what? I'm going to do this, even though I may fail at this. I'm going to try. I'm just going to try. And you're being rewarded for that, because that has gone boom, bang, and shifted something within you. And this is surprise and delight. Expect the unexpected when you are bold and dare to do something out of your comfort zone. And that is what you have done. And there is a little bit of fear mixed in with the anticipation, mixed in with the excitement, but all of that is a bubbling pot of beautiful, expansive, higher vibrational energy. And a little bit of magic is going to come out of that. So really, really lovely. And it says here, I am faithful and fearless as I gracefully receive this divine opportunity. So that's your sort of affirmation for you out of this reading. I am faithful and fearless as I gracefully and gratefully receive this divine opportunity. And the thing about the surprise and delight is to say to you, when this happens, and you will be surprised and it will be delightful, it was you. It was you all along. You have created this moment. This is you co-creating with spirit. This is a co-creating incident. If there is a serendipity to it as well, then it's a wink from the universe to say, do you know what? You didn't know you wanted this, but now it's arrived. You realize that you did want it. And it's a demonstration of the higher power, because something that's serendipitous just cannot be explained from a scientific or a mindful way. So, and I also feel that you have detached from something, and you've surrendered to something, and you've let go of the outcome, and therefore whoosh, something comes in that is an aspect of that. And it takes great strength to surrender. It takes great strength to let go. Daisy snoring. But do you know, when we do, sometimes it's the only thing to do when something's outside of our control, but when we do, it releases, oh my goodness, it shifts that energy, and it starts to put into motion great change for you. So surprise and delight, my darling. So let's have a look to see, alongside of this card, what the tarot has to say for you. So we're going to look at the past. Is that the right note? I want this. We're going to look at the past, first of all, for my lovely water signs. Thank you. With relation to this surprise and delight, what is the past? The past that's still got an energetic presence today. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles. Bear with me. Sorry, Daisy's snoring. Daisy. Wow, the white peacock. The Nine of Pentacles. Don't ever forget how rare, what a rare breed you are. Never forget that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody dull and dissipate that energy that you have, because they either misunderstand you or they just don't get you. I mean, that's an extraordinary energy to have in your past, the white peacock. Heaven on earth, independence, expansive thinking. So the peacock is about coming into the full expression of who you are. And I feel with this white peacock, you've come into this expression. You've welcomed in this expression. Expansive thinking is to say you've pushed beyond the boundaries of the limitations of your mind. You've moved past that big, bold and daring approach that you've taken. You haven't limited yourself. You've pushed beyond it. You've stretched beyond it. You've tried to do something. And this is really, really lovely. And this is where it says heaven on earth. The 9 is the number of attainment of our goals, of wish fulfillment. It's also to say that within this space, you've done it on your own. The responsibility has lain with you. That independent approach that you have taken in a very peaceful way, in a very powerful way too. The white peacock, the 9 of Pentacles, good for you, angel. So let's have a look here to see what's in your present. Thank you. And I think you've been very relaxed. That sort of feeling of, do you know what? I'm quite pleased with myself, and as you should be. So present energy, a lot of determination, a little bit of stubbornness going on. We've got the goat, 6 of Pentacles. Now, do you see the goats reached, because it's sort of white snow hairs, reached the top of this mountain? So this is to say, with the 6 of Pentacles, 6 is harmony, that you've come to a point where the hard work and dedication and effort has paid off. And it's been a bit of a stumbling time. It's not been the easiest path that you've taken, but you've come to a point now with the 6 of Pentacles where actually you're surveying all that you can see with the understanding what you have given, the understanding what's been received, the law of cause and effect, that what you have been putting out there, you are now receiving. So remember, within every single thought and word and action, there is an inherent consequence. It's completely neutral, but it is the law of karma. And I feel so strongly with looking at these cards. I mean, it says here, just rewards, generosity, and establishing boundaries. What an amazing job you've done. What an extraordinary job you've done, because it hasn't been easy, but actually you've become pretty adept, pretty nimble in your approach. Your confidence has grown, and the only way now is kind of downhill. It's a sort of easier ride coming up ahead for you, surprises and delights on your way. But remember, the goat lives within the mountain ranges. It's like life, ups and downs, cycles, circles, whatever you want to call it. And you've just reached a pinnacle of something, and you're going to have a nice sort of restful time. And then there'll be another challenge for you, but enjoy this space, enjoy this surprise and delight. Let's have a look to see the potential energy around you for your future. Thank you. Well, overriding energy you have is the horse. Look at that, the chariot. Beautiful stallions here. Travel, victory, and raw power. So this is incredible movement, incredible headway, incredible kind of accomplishment of what you're focusing on. Again, in balance, the yin and the yang. This is about the partnership within you of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The ability to surrender, to allow, to release, to receive, alongside the powerful command and control that you're taking through whatever is happening, through the power of your voice, the power of your energetic attention, where you are moving towards it's a really wonderful sight to behold. And you may be traveling, but this is success for you. Success and surprise and delights. What a lovely reading. And raw power is to say there is nothing that you are doing now that is not within your soul's remit. This is your pure potentiality. These horses run for the sheer joy of running. And look, they're within the water here as well, which is so lovely to see. So, you know, there is a great splash. It's a kind of, it's a sort of, you're going to have an extraordinary kind of moment of momentum. And something, or more than one, because there was more than one hot air balloon here, there's more than one surprise and delight awaiting for you. And then you've got in the future alongside of this, of course, we've got the Scorpio, 9 of Wands here. So this is to say, you may feel still misunderstood at times, okay? You may have built up a resilience, but people listen to you, and whatever you have come through, you have shown an incredible amount of bravery and strength and resilience, what it says here on the card. And as life has shifted and changed, you know, you've been ready to kind of defend yourself, defend healthy boundaries, your territory as well. But it's to say to you that you've reached this point. It's been tough, it's been hard, but you've done it. And the 9 of Wands is to say to recognize as well that nothing ever stays the same. Everything is always evolving, always changing. There's nothing for us to hold on to. But at the same time, this time you're coming into is a time of rest, a time of just relaxation. Sometimes we don't realize how emotionally exhausting it is to have gone through a particular universal challenge, let's put it that way. And it's a time of play. The Knight of Cups has come out for you as well. It's a time of play, a time of surprises and delights. This is a movement with regards playful friendships, romances, but that it's coming to you. It's coming to you. You don't need to go and search for it. You don't need to go and sign up and to go and meet somebody. This is something that's coming to you as well. Joy, true romance. And it says trickster here, but I'm kind of seeing it because it's the dolphin as something that's sort of wonderfully delightful. Let's put it that way. I'm going to pull you. Where are they? They're here. I'm going to pull, first of all, for Cancer, one of the oracle cards. Just these are the cards to say what spirit animal to embody, if this reading has resonated with you, to remember to kind of embody, to look up a little bit more about. There we are, that's flown out for you on the top. So Cancer, you have, interesting enough, the oyster. The oyster. Concepts, beauty, and resilience. So remember that the oyster, the pearl, oysters are a delicacy. Pearls are considered something that's beautiful and valuable. Remember, but oysters kind of, you know, they clam up as well. So just remember that you're highly sensitive to shifts and changes around you, emotions around you. You know, you're sort of shut. You'll just sort of shut down. You'll kind of retreat away when things get too rough, too much for you. But within all of that, that's shifting and changing all the time around you, never forget the beauty of what is coming out of this naturally. This is nothing that is synthetic or produced. This is something that is a natural, beautiful result of the shifts and changes that are happening around you as the oyster concepts. So the concept of this can be incredibly abundant for you if you choose to see what is being created from this for you, for yourself. And there is beauty in that as well. And just lie low at this time. Just lie low and see what's shifting and changing. There's not a lot for you, my darling, to do right now. And there are some surprises and delights coming your way. So that's for Cancer. For Scorpio, thank you. For Scorpio, what's the message? What's the spirit animal for Scorpio? Scorpio, thank you. Hello, kangaroo. Kangaroo and the koala. Well, hello. Is there traveling to Australia happening? Interesting. Are you Australian? Very interesting, this one. Kangaroo, maternal, quantum leaps and direction. Do you know, and where I've been on a hot air balloon ride once, and that was over it was Northern Australia. I'm trying to think where I was, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I went out early morning. So this for me is definitely something about Australia for many of you that are resonating with this reading. So the kangaroo, it says here maternal, quantum leaps and direction. So the kangaroo lives in that wide open outback, that sort of uncharted territory. And it takes great, big, powerful leaps forward. And it also keeps close to itself. Is it the kid? I'm trying to think what the name of the baby kangaroo is, but I think it's the kid, but keeps it close. So Spirit is saying, keep close to you everything that you're nurturing at this time, whilst you're making great expansive choices for yourself, independent choices for yourself. Don't feel the need to share too much at this time. And only share with those that you know are going to are truly there supporting you on this journey at this time. But that's the kangaroo. And alongside of that, you've got the koala, tribe, stability, and circumspection. So your soul tribe, your soul family are there to support you, to encourage you, perhaps through giving you challenges themselves. It's not necessarily just those that you know that love and support you, but it's those souls that have been sent perhaps to trigger you, and to get you to sort of look at something that's happening when you're being triggered by them, to say, okay, well, that's what their soul has given me. Thank you so much. That's so kind. It's always a gift. It's always a gift in the learning. You are... a lot of sleep's needed for you at the moment, my darling, with the koala. A lot of sleep, a lot of rest. Remember that 9 of Wands. Oh, sorry, I just landed that on my doggy's head. Remember that 9 of Wands. Here you are. I pulled this card. Here is the Scorpion, and this is the 9 of Wands, about emotional exhaustion and rest. You've kind of done something huge energetically. And you may realize it mentally, you may realize it physically, you may realize it mentally, physically, and spiritually. But it is a moment now for you to rest assured in the resting that all is well, and that the results of such an achievement are coming to you in a very surprising and delightful way. So that is beautiful. And Pisces, my darlings, what is your spirit animal for those that have resonated with this reading? The bull. Masculinity, objectivity, and leadership. This is the Highland cattle. We have some along the coast here in Kent, and they're quite beautiful animals. They grow into their surroundings, let's put it that way. They're very adept to being independent in all weathers. And they're very majestic animals. They're also very quiet, and again, not prone to intruding on another's space. Masculinity, objectivity, and leadership. Lead by example now with this. Lead by example. That divine masculine within you, remember that powerful, taking very distinct, commanding steps, knowing what you are doing and why you are doing it, knowing what you are saying as an aspect of what you're doing, and vice versa, and knowing what you're thinking. So that's the masculine, the divine masculine. It's not rushing forward like a bull in a china shop. It's really strong, commanding presence and leading by example, whatever that may mean. And having that, I do apologize. That's my There it is up there. Bear with me a second. Doggies. And having in your sights that object of your desire as well, but also here the bull is enjoying this sort of spring weather, and all the sort of little flowers coming up through the grasses. It is to say, don't forget to enjoy what's right in front of you. Don't forget the abundance that's right there now. This is all a demonstration of how far you have shifted and changed, and where you have been and where you are right now and where you're going to. And I'm going to come back to all of you to say, expect the unexpected, because you've been bold and you've dared to do something out of your comfort zone. And the affirmation again, I am faithful and fearless as I gratefully receive this divine opportunity. So there we are. I'll wholeheartedly take advantage of this surprise and delight that's coming for you, my darling, because you deserve it. Simply as that, you deserve it. And remember, you do deserve it. So there we are. Namaste. I greet the divinity within you. Let me know what those surprises and delights are. And I look forward to doing another reading for you next week. In the meantime, have a rest of a gorgeous week. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.